off track sila certain weeks kasi umuwi sila sa party. Next, maglasing ka pa dun. Commenting your wins, takeaways, asking questions, attending coaching calls, form check. I notice yung iba sa week 1 lang ganado at engaged. Then, ma-fall off track sila certain weeks kasi umuwi sila sa party. Next, spending more time with your accountability groups. The more you spend time with like-minded people, the easier you program yourself to achieve your goals. Next, set rewards to motivate ourselves. Here are some ways. Buy workout clothes, shoes, or anything that can help you with fitness. Like for example, when you lose 10 pounds, reward yourself, bagong sapatos, bagong pang gym. Ang mali ng iba, nakikita ko, is they set the wrong rewards. Ano yung mga wrong rewards na yan? Pag nag-lose ako ng 2 pounds, magkakain ako sa samgyupsal. Lalamon ako. Mag-cheat days ako. Cheat week ako. Which is, wala namang problema niya when think of it. Diba, kunwari, 1 to 2 days lang, samgyupsal, Korean. Ang problema lang doon is that you risk sabotaging your results. So, bali wala rin. Nag-lose ka ng 2 pounds, lumamang ka naman ulit. It's like you're undoing all the achievements you've got. Again, no problem naman dito kung may control ka and it will help you long-term, pero it's much better to have another forms of rewards na tutulong sa ilalo sa fitness goals mo. Examples, shoes, pang gym, Apple Watch, massage, blender, anything that can help you even more. Kung personal development naman, ayan, pwede tayong bumiling courses, seminars, hire mentors, anything that can help you sa pag-improve sa sarili. Next one, have a vacation in advance. So mag-book ka na ng Boracay sa May, sa end ng cut mo para ma-flaunt ang bagong sexy na katawan. It adds motivation. Ganyan ginagawa ni Coach siya lagi. Nung di pa ako lazy lifter, ang motivation ko lagi noon, yearly, is yung Lake Boracay. Every May yun. So, January pa lang, sobrang ganado na ako. Kasi ang commitment ko, bago ko mapunta sa Boracay, by May, dapat may abs na ako. Dapat payat na ako. So, nag-work siya sa akin kasi sobrang motivated ko lagi. Next, schedule a refeed/diet break. Ito yung strategic na pagkain ng mas madaming calories during cutting phase. People sometimes call this cheat days, pero hindi siya cheat days. Ang difference ito is yung refeed diet breaks, calculated sila. Maintenance calories lang yung kain natin dito. Hindi eat all you can. Kasi pag lumagpas tayo ng maintenance calories, tataba tayo. So sa next training natin, week number 6, di-discuss natin lahat to. But just be aware na meron ganitong tool and it is just one way to give us something to look forward to when dieting. So it gives us some motivation to push through. Next one, scheduling our deload weeks. This is a period of chillax training, a week of chillax training. Ang goal ng deload is to counteract the negative effects of having high fatigue. Kasi pag mataas yung fatigue, affected yung mood natin, yung energy natin, at yung motivation natin. Guess ba yan? So itong deload, ito yung macro view ng resting and recovery. Di ba pag nag-gym tayo, like example, in a week, pag mag-train tayo ng Monday, mag-rest tayo ng Tuesday. Kung 3 times a week tayo, di ba ganun ginagawa natin? Train tayo Monday, rest tayo ng Tuesday, para yung muscles natin, para yung katawan natin, recovered na. Para pag train natin ng Wednesday, okay na ulit tayo. Makakatodo ulit tayo. Itong deload week, yung macro view, like if we push ourselves for 6 weeks, bibigyan naman natin sarili natin ng 1 week to recover. It will help us sa motivation, sa energy. It will also supercharge muscle growth at yung results natin. Okay? So, discuss natin ito lahat sa week number 6 in detail. And I'm sure, isa na to sa ilulook forward mo na week. So, these are the motivation hacks that can increase our reasons to continue with our journey. Huwag natin kalimutan yung reading goals and vision at yung free hypnosis session natin to reprogram our subconscious mind. Like the behavioral, diet hacks, last training, hindi mo naman need i-apply lahat to ng sabay-sabay. But just have them as your tools para mapaghandaan natin yung dip stages, yung periods ng low motivation. Now, let's go to the other one, motivation hacks for decreasing our reasons to stop. Ang pinaka-importante dyan, ito pa din. Read goals and vision regularly. Pero ang next dyan, this one, build good habits. Bakit nga importante yung good habits na yan? Dahil dito. Pag nakalampas tayo sa day 66, our habits become automatic. Na kahit yung motivation natin, fluctuating, it won't matter anymore kasi autopilot na tayo papunta sa massive results. And the mindset to have to install good habits are this. The first one, baby steps. So even if we feel like sobrang demotivated tayo, what we need to do to keep the habits installed at para hindi siya mawala, kailangan natin mag-set ng bar. Yung minimum requirements natin, nagagawin pa rin natin siya no matter what. Ano yung example niyan? Like nung nagka-COVID ako, sabi ko nun, I'll do the smallest habits that I can do para makip ko sila. E para pag bumalik na yung lakas ko, hindi ako mahirapan kasi the habits are still there. Hindi ako nagpabaya. So what I did back then, nag-baby steps ako. Ano yung baby steps na yun? This one, yung daily routine. Ginawa ko pa rin siya kahit may sakit ako. Pero binabaan ko lang yung bar. Instead of 10K steps, parang 1K steps lang o 500 steps. Calories, maintenance, protein, minimum lang. Tapos yung workout ko, 1 set lang ginawa ko doon. 3 times a week pa rin, pero 1 set lang. Tapos sobrang gaan pa. Ayan yung baby steps. So after 2 weeks to a month, since hindi ako nag-lose ng streak ko sa daily routine, sa habits ko, madali ako nakabalik sa pag-workout at diet. So keep this mindset in your toolbox na pag sobrang demotivated mo, just do the bare minimum. Do the habits, the mini habits, hit a certain number of steps only, switch to 2 days per week workout, and that's it. Ang importante, you keep the habits. Naalala ko dito, example, yung client from last season. Naalala ko yung usap natin. Sabi niya, runner siya. He's used to running a certain kilometers per day. Ang kaso, na-off track siya. Tapos trinay niyang bumalik. Tapos hindi siya makabalik agad. Because yung gigil niya na maabot yung dati niyang milestones, yung layo ng takbo niya, hindi niya magawa. So, nade-demotivate siya. So, what I told him, baby steps muna. I-try mo muna yung sobrang iksi na panis sa'yo. Tapos, improve mo na 1% a day. Same yung steps, di ba? Kunwari, 500 steps, balik ka 500. O gawin mo siya consistently for a few days, then increase mo sa 600, 700. Ganun lang. Make sense? Gets ba ito guys? Baby steps? Okay, nyo type in the chat kung okay pa kayo dyan. Okay, next mindset natin para makabuo ng good habits ng mabilisan. No 0 days. So learn this from Kevin David, entrepreneur. Connected siya dito sa baby steps. Ang idea nito is to have a rule that no matter what happens, umulan, umaraw, bumagyo, lumindol, hindi ka pwedeng ma-zero sa progress mo. Meaning every day, dapat meron kang gawin kahit gaano pa siya kaliit towards your goals. For example, myself, meron akong standard na no matter what happens, napabayaan ko yung diet ko o hindi, ilalag ko pa rin sila. Lumamon ako, lumagpas ako, ilalag ko pa rin sila. Another example, ang standard ko sa outside fitness, never ako magmi-miss ng pagsusulat sa journal every night. Kahit gaano pa ako kaantok, kalasing, at kung ano-ano pa. And I've never missed a day for years and years. And I've been journaling since 2011. So example naman for others na less hardcore. Let's say, super low energy ka, may sakit, mahina. Para makakommit ka sa no 0 days, lagay mo lang 500 steps o 5 push-ups. O 5 squats, body squats. para ma-checkan mo yung steps at workout habits mo dun sa tracker. So, yan yung no 0 days, for example. Giving yourself no chance to fall off track, to lose the habit. This way, makikip mo sila, and it's always easy to go back and improve. Next hack natin to decrease our reasons to stop is this. Level up your commitment. So how do you do that? This one way. Making advance commitments. Example niyan is this. Booking photoshoot in advance. So sa MF group, dun sa isang paid group, meron akong post dun. Sa nilagay ko dun, sabi ko, booking a photoshoot in advance is one of the best psychological tricks to stay consistent and motivated. Kasi pag nag-book ka, wala nang urungan yan eh. Wala nang atrasan. And then yung ginagawa ko talaga in the past to always beat my condition. At ito rin yung ginagawa ng maraming Kaizen students. Ngayon ngang season and the previous season, ang dami na talagang, since alam na nila tong strategy na to, umpisa pa lang ng season, nagbubook na sila ng photoshoot sila. Wala na talagang urungan. Next natin, sa level up your commitment, joining contests or challenges, or even creating one sa accountability groups nyo. For example nito is yung Kaizen Challenge, MF Challenge, yung 100-day challenge natin. Next is sharing your commitment in public. Example niyan is posting on your Facebook wall or in the Kaizen group yung progress photos nyo, starting photos nyo, which is ang daming gumawa. Nakakatuwa, di ba? Pag pinost mo, of course, wala nang urungan yun. Mas magko-commit ka kasi nakita na ng marami yung before photos mo. For example, sa previous Kaizen season, si Joseph. So week 3 pa lang, nag-post na siya. In effect, he became consistent until day 100 and lost a lot of weight. By sharing our commitment in public, we're less likely to stop. Kasi nakasalalay si pride, yung reputation natin. Right? Next, level up your commitment. Leveling up your accountability. Na-discuss natin to sa week 4 training, yung behavioral hacks. This can also be super duper helpful dito sa pag-manage ng motivation at habits natin. Like we discussed, ang ways to do this are this one, raising stakes. Make it super hard for you not to commit. Taasan yung pusta or yung mga taya nyo. And reminder guys, napansin ko to sa ibang groups, ang purpose ng raising the stakes is for us to not want to slack off or to miss a commitment. If the standard you set for your group or for yourself is too low, yung tipong pag nakamiss ka ng commitment, parang wala lang naman din sa'yo, then it's not doing its purpose well. The purpose of raising the stakes is not just para lang masabi na nag-level up yung accountability namin, but to really make it very hard for us to not commit dahil mabigat yung consequence. Like for example, yung yellow paper ni Romar, sila Jomar. Ang idea lang nito is to make the consequences may kurot. May kurot para sobrang hirap din na sumablay ka. Para hindi mo hayaan na mag-miss ka talaga. Kunwari, una nyo, bayad 100. Diba? Yung iba, marami naman pera. Wala sila dyan. Okay lang sa kanila. Sabihin nila, bayad na lang ako. Tapos naisip nyo, diba? 100 lang kayo. Tapos biglang in-increase nyo ng 1,000. O sige, pag every missed calories saka steps, bayad 1,000. Tapos magre-react yung iba na, bakit 1,000? Sobrang taas naman. Ibig sabihin, willing kasi siyang hindi mag-commit dun sa dun sa agreement, dun sa steps, dun sa calories. Okay, gets yun? So kayo bahala paano nyo gagawin to, but make it so difficult for you to not do the commitment. Next one, very important, paano i-level up yung accountability, care more. Ibig sabihin lang nito, trust your buddies, trust your group mates. Pag na-feel nyo na papunta na kayo sa dip stage, inform your group members. Then kayo mga members, give support, give care. Give more reminders sa isa't isa why you're doing this in the first place. Like sabi ko nga sa mga na-attendan ko ng meetings before, kayo rin yung magtutulungan at maghihilaan pataas. Kasi yung Kaizen team, kami mga coaches, we can only guide you from afar. pero kayo yung magkakalapit talaga. So, magkilang kayo pataas. Okay? O side note lang dito, guys. This is valuable, so pay attention. Lahat tayo, especially mga bago sa dieting, lahat tayo, meron tayong comfort zone na body fat percentage, na range. Na pag umabot tayo dun sa certain body fat na yon, medyo alarming na siya sa atin. Like for example, merong iba na dati ang lowest na nakuha nilang body fat is 15%. So ngayon, pag umabot siya ng 15%, grabe na yung resistance. Nakakaramdam na siyang sobrang gutom at sobrang pagkatamad kasi nagsisignal na talaga yung brain niya na mag-stop na yung dieting. Kasi yan yung set point niya. Yan yung body fat set point niya. So yung iba, pwedeng 15% yun. Yung iba, pwedeng 12%. Yun lang. Telling you this para aware kayo. So if you're in this situation, na kunwari ilang beses mo na try na maging lean, so makuha yung abs, yet hirap kayo achieve for some reason, pero gusto mo tumawid dun sa next level, like kunwari crossing 10% range, ang mindset mga advice ko dito is don't rely on yourself. Don't rely on your willpower and discipline and motivation. Instead, borrow strength from other factors. Example, kung alam mo hanggang 15% ka lang, sobrang hirap ka na tumayo ng diet and alam mo yung discipline and willpower mo, hindi sila enough to get past this, ang gawin mo, manghiram ka sa mga factors na nakalagay dito. Magbuka ng photoshoot, sumali ka ng contest, i-share mo yung commitment mo in public. Parang kung na, 15% ka na. Guys, bibit ko to, abutin ko yung 10%. Ito yung sticking point ko for how many years, pero committed talaga ako baguhin to. Ayun, basta any idea na masaset mo yung commitment bar mo to the next level by involving other people. Like ako, si Coach Joe. Kaya naman madali sa akin maging shredded condition, rep condition. Nung nag-start ako, it's because I know na kailangan ko mag-post ng transformation photos ko dito sa MF Group. So yung pride ko, nakataya talaga. Thousands of people nakaabang sa results ko. So ano ba naman yung maggutom ako, di ba? Ano ba naman yung tiisin ko yung gutom ko ng ilang weeks or months? Para sa akin, sobrang liit na bagay. Yung magutom ng konti. Kumpara dun sa magpo-post ako ng before plus after photos ko. After 100 days, pero wala akong results na mapakita. Then mawawalan ako ng credibility, ng trust sa mga tao ko. May mga gusto ko inspire at i-lead. So ayoko nun. Ayan, another for me, nakakapag-add talaga ng matinding motivation. Pwedeng for fitness or outside fitness. So ako, I believe always na for me to get the fastest, most incredible results I can get, sinasabi ko lagi na kailangan ko mag-invest sa sarili ko. Kailangan ko mag-invest sa highest, most premium service available. Ayan, kaya lagi ako nag-invest sa mga premium programs, masterminds. Ito yung mga recent ko. Yan yung isa kong source ng matinding motivation. Is this true for everyone? Of course not. But it's true for me and my friends. Kasi ito yung formula namin to guarantee our results. So it starts with the belief that the more we invest, the more we become committed. And our 101% commitment plus the most premium service available, that's our way to guarantee the fastest and most amazing results from an expert. Me investing high, yung pagbabayad namin ng mahal, it's not actually for the mentors eh. It's for us, it's for me. Kasi if I don't invest in myself, yung masakit talaga sa bulsa, then hindi ko yun ipa-value ng matindi rin. If I don't value the program that much, kung barya lang naman, kung di naman nasaktan yung bulsa ko, then hindi ako magko-commit ng sobra-sobra rin. Matetenga lang yung course dyan, yung mga books dyan. Agree kayo doon? Malamang marami kayong binili dyan. Diba? Mura na hindi ginamit. Kasi yun yung ginagawa ng karamihan ng tao. Yung kabaliktaran. Gagawin natin, mag-aantay tayo ng discount. Mag-aantay tayo ng cheaper, maghahanap tayo ng cheaper alternatives. Diba? Yung afford natin. And nothing happens, and we wonder why. It's because we don't have skin in the game. Nabili natin ng cheap kasi nagantay tayo ng sale, naghanap tayo ng sale, and it's why our commitment is on a sale level din. So yun lang yung mindset na gusto ko isingit dito. When it comes to yourself, huwag mo tipirin yung sarili mo. Ikaw yun eh. Buhay mo yun. Here are the ways you can level up your commitment so you decrease your reasons to stop. Hence, increase your motivation even further. And again, reminder lang, bago tayo matapos, gusto ko lang paalala yung point na have the self-awareness na pag hirap ka na or pag alam mo andun ka na sa threshold ng dieting mo or yung body fat set point mo or pag tingin mo malapit ka na mag-quit, then don't do it alone. Instead, borrow strength from these commitment levels. Set yourself up na hindi magiging option yung pag-quit, and the only way is to succeed. Burning the boats, ika nga. Ito pa yung isang mindset shift. So napansin ko, most people, baliktad yung ginagawa nila. Gagawin lang nilang lahat to pag motivated sila. Pag align lahat ng stars. pag convenient na sa kanila. But do you really think na doing any of this when you're motivated, when it's convenient for you, tingin mo ba yun yung best time? Hindi, di ba? Kasi motivated ka na eh. Kahit di mo nagawin yan, magte-take action ka pa rin. So, hindi siya best time. So, the best time to do this is when it's not convenient for you. It's when you're not motivated. It's when you're getting off track. Bakit? Kasi dito ka talaga nila matutulungan the most. Because if you learn how to do this when it's not convenient for you, when you're unmotivated, when you're busy, then that means you will be able to do this forever. Kahit ano pang sitwasyon. Kasi if you just learn how to achieve results when it's convenient for you, and ibig sabihin nun, yung results mo, temporary lang yan. Kasi for sure in the future, magiging busy ka ulit. Mawala ulit motivation mo. So why not do this now? Gets yun? Why not do this sa mga inconvenient times nyo? Yan yung napansin ko. Most people have it backwards. Kaya most of them, walang results. Kuha niyo yun? So can I get a commitment from you na you will do this? Especially if it's not convenient for you, let me know in the chat. Okay. So now that we're done, week 5, na-discuss natin, sobrang dami. Okay, malito. Ito lang naman yung summary niyan. So all of us will lose motivation at some point. Mapupunta tayo sa dip. Ito yung weeks ng super low motivation tayo at wala tayong desire. Gusto natin mag-quit. During the dip stage, we just need to hang on until our habit strength catches up and get us to the autopilot stage. When having low and high motivation don't matter anymore. The best way to hack our motivation is to reprogram our subconscious mind by regularly reading our 2.0 character worksheet, affirmation, visualization, plus attending the free hypnosis session, and have cognitive dissonance be our ally. Then we use the motivation hacks for increasing our reasons to keep going and hacks for decreasing our reasons to stop. Then pag nakalis tayo sa dip stage, pag nabot natin days 50 to 66 ng continuous doing of habits, doon na tayo magiging autopilot, and achieving massive results becomes very easy. Ayos ba to, guys? Nagustuhan nyo ba tong training natin? Ready na ba sa week 5? Bukod dun sa motivation graph natin, I would suggest na print nyo rin tong summary. Maganda meron tayong reminder lagi. Para tong, yung week 4 lesson, managing environment. Pag nakikita mo to lagi, mareremind ka lagi na okay lang mawala yung motivation. Part yan ng journey natin. So sa mga low motivation dyan, reminder lang ulit. If you quit now, babalik ka ulit dito sa umpisa. Then you will experience all of this again. Now, willing ka ba i-reset yung habit strength mo at mag-back to zero at experience ulit yung deep stage for the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth time? Or kakapit ka ba until mapunta ka dito where habits are automatic? Type in the chat and let me know your answer. Okay, kapit tayo. Lapit na oh, hindi dito na tayo. Konti na lang. And then, escape velocity na. Final thoughts and reminders. 72 days left before the 100-day challenge ends. Step up tayo. So I know there are a lot of important lessons here. Treat this lesson the same as week number 4, as your toolbox. Or revisit the tools regularly by watching the replay over and over. Repetition is the mother of all learning. Again, lahat tayo makaka-experience ng dip. Meron na ilan dito na bumababa na yung motivation. Instead of getting frustrated, which is pointless, dahil hindi naman ito maiiwasan, let's welcome the low motivation stage. Let's dance with it. Start taking your goals and visions seriously. Programming new empowering beliefs and self-image requires repetition. Remember, marami tayong hidden beliefs na naglilimit sa atin. And for us to replace them, kailangan natin ng repetition. Hindi gagana itong process na to kung hindi mo uulit-ulitin or kung hindi meaningful sa'yo yung goals and vision na sinulat mo. So, hindi mo siya sineryoso ng week number 1, you can edit or even rewrite your goals and vision. Block your schedule. For the free hypnosis session gift, Sarah and I will be giving to the community to help us integrate and align even more our 2.0 character. Next, find ways to level up your accountability even more, knowing that the dip is coming. Be creative. Set rewards, set punishments, and respect those. Week 5 action items are already posted in the private group. Included here is the registration link for the free hypnosis session from Sarah, so do them ASAP. And lastly, never forget, to be successful, you have to do the boring stuff over and over. Yun lang. Good luck, and let's have a better higher score week.